My name is Jenny, and back in 2008, I found myself severely addicted to heroin, and I had found myself in trouble. I got in trouble with the law and was arrested. I ended up in jail overnight, and my parents came to bail me out, and I had to go through severe withdrawal symptoms and try to get myself better at home. And immediately upon finding out the terrible news, my parents decided that it would be best to come to church and try to find some help. So we came as soon as we could to Christ Church of the Valley, which was our home church that we attended often. And we just sought anybody that could help us. And we were pointed in Roger's direction and told that Roger would be able to help us. He met with us, I think maybe just a few short days later. He met with us and, tried to calm us down a little bit and let us know that everything was going to be okay and that he would do everything in his power to help and comfort us in this terrible time. Throughout my journey, I'd spent about 9 months going to different court cases or court dates, going to court, and Roger actually was able to accompany us to several of those court dates. And throughout an entire 9-month process of the case that it went on for, he was there by our side helping us. There were many times, especially towards the end, when the judge had asked for letters for the sentencing portion. He was able to put together a bunch of letters for us and, people that we had met along the way in those 9 months to really try to help the judge have mercy on me. This was my first time ever being in trouble, and unfortunately, the state was asking for prison time. And come to find out, they did end up sentencing me to prison. I was sentenced to a year and actually did 4 months and 23 days. And throughout those almost 5 months, the prison ministry was still in touch with me. I had people writing me. I got Bible studies in the mail. I was able to get my Bible out and actually read it and answer questions. And then I would send my lessons in and I would actually get responses back. There were wonderful people that would actually write, "Oh, good point," or "Good job, Jenny," and stuff. And I would, just physically getting something that I knew that somebody in the real outside world had touched. It sounds weird, but it meant so much to me. Just to have that connection and to know that somebody out there genuinely cared about me. It was incredible. The fact of the matter is, though, it's amazing when I look back. I can only now see. I think I knew a little bit back then, but I was rescued. I didn't feel, when you're physically in the handcuffs, I know you do feel arrested, but I was rescued. I was rescued from a terrible addiction, a terrible disease. I was able to kind of have like a grown-up time out and just go take a break from everything, get my head straight, get things figured out, and then get back up on my feet and rebuild my life. And that's where I am today. And it feels wonderful. It feels great. And, being arrested is definitely not, the first thing you think of is, oh, I've been rescued. But once it happens to you, you really do realize that you've been rescued, not arrested.
We have had such a blessed life. Our life has been wonderful. Jenny's an exceptional person. She always has been and always will be, even more so than ever now, because she's grown so much in Jesus. Jen's an international baccalaureate student, a national championship dancer. She's an exceptional person, and never in my wildest dreams did I ever think, that I would have to go seek help regarding what was coming, what was happening in my life. We had no idea. You hear about these things, we lived the daisies and puppies life. We had the beautiful life, everything was wonderful. And then I got the call. And the call pretty much put our life into a tailspin. I didn't know where to turn. I didn't know what to do. And how can this happen to me? This can't be happening. How'd it happen right under my nose? I had no idea. So then I immediately called the church, and the church said, here's a number you need to call. We bailed Jen out. And I had no idea what to do. Never experienced anything like this in my life, and I didn't think that I would have to. So we went to Roger and the church, and they just opened the doors, and the love poured out, and the guidance poured out, and the unconditional love. No matter where you've come from, no matter what you've done, they're here for you. The doors are open. God forgives you. The churches welcome us back. We now, we were broken. We were so broken, and we healed. And the beautiful thing about the healing is that we're stronger than ever. It's amazing that the miracle that God has performed in our lives. It is such a blessing. My life was good, but my life has gotten better. I have been so blessed to be able to go through this process alongside this beautiful young woman who now is healed and is giving back. And now I get to give back. I get to share the love. I get to help people who are down and out, who need help and who need love. And that's exactly what this rescue was about. The church has welcomed us back to help and to support. And they're anxious for us to reach other people and to share the love of Jesus. And that's what this is all about, is that when you're down to nothing, you know God is surely up to something, and He's transforming lives. He's changed my life. He's changed Jenny's life. And our family is whole again. And slowly we're becoming more involved, and we're getting out there more to share the word of the gospel, how it's changed lives, how it's here for you. The church is here. People are here. You have to go and ask. You have to go back to them. They are willing and ready to accept you no matter where you come from, no matter what your walk is. If you're a pastor or a leader or anywhere higher up in the church, please know that this is something that you need to plug into, that this is something that you need to take in. You need to open the doors. We are whole now. We're a family again because of the church opening the doors. And so I implore you to go ahead and just open your doors, open your heart. It's okay. Sinners of all kinds can be forgiven and move on past this. People who have been incarcerated need love too. There's no degree to sin. It is. Sin is sin is sin. Doesn't matter what you do. The Lord is here to help us all. And just because we have a label doesn't mean we're less of a person and less deserving of God's love. We all need God's love. And I implore you, I beg you to open your doors to these people, because they need the love. They need to be reformed with God's love and with your heart and your open doors.